Let's do this. Welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things. In the morning, at noon, all day long. Welcome. You guys are awesome. It is a Friday. It is the end of the week. Or is it the beginning of the weekend? A swig for you guys. Let us do this. Let us journey into the unknown together. This coffee is piping today. It's very hot, very piping hot. And I'm making it work. Oh, it's so good. It's the first cup of the day, and it's tasting oh so refreshing. So how you guys doing? Today's good day. Oh yeah. Today I'm going to draw comics. I've been drawing late night. What did I do last night? I drew comics. I just kept going, kept inking and inking. I put a cool Yoda piece on eBay. A cool little baby Yoda, the child, if you will. The Mandalorian, the child, is on eBay with R2-D2s up there, some drawings, and other various animal toys and things. I'm going to be putting some more stuff up there pretty soon. But hopefully you guys like that thus far. So what's happening, guys? I need something to talk about today. And I'm just enjoying this coffee, man. It's getting me some good energy. It's building up inside. It's a late start or early start. I don't know. It's the scheduled start. Well, thank you for joining me today. What did I do yesterday? I started rewatching The Mandalorian in preparation for season 2. Season 2 is going to start real soon, in like 10 days or 15 days or something like that. I'm excited about it because the rumors are Boba Fett's coming back. There's rumor that there's going to be a Luke Skywalker cameo. There's rumors, I think it's been confirmed, that Ahsoka Tano's coming back. Rosario Dawson's coming as Ahsoka Tano. That would be really cool. I just hope they go all in on this thing. And I really like it. Hopefully, they can connect it somehow to the Obi-Wan series or something like maybe Yoda, the little Yoda guy, could be like hinted at where Obi-Wan could know there's another, something tied, like some little kind of thing could tie them together. But I'm also hoping that Obi-Wan series ties into Solo, that Solo movie, the Han Solo adventure movie, Solo. I hope that it ties into that. And I'd really like to see like a mini series of Solo. That would be cool too. Because he went to look for Jabba. And we need to see where he's going. Sweet. Clink. I can finally clink with the cartoon meat. Yesterday I was saying I wanted a puppet. I think I need a puppet. So after the show yesterday, me and my son started watching episodes on YouTube with BJ and the Dirty Dragon. And it brought me back to when I was 4 years old watching those shows. And I realized that the guy wears a hat and a tie and a coat, and he has a puppet. And I'm like subconsciously I think he was one of my biggest inspirations. Like, I want to be like BJ. I want to wear the coat and the hat and the tie. I want to say stuff next to a cartoon character. I don't know, but I could see how he inspired me make me the man I am now. Scott Hall is so serious. I guess so. Am I serious? It's true. Hello, Scott Hall. Miss you, buddy. I said, Brian Petrosky's Happy Friday. My cousin Brian, he's here shouting out to me. It's good to see you too, sir. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this Star Wars. We need more good Star Wars. We need more good baseball. I lost track of baseball. I think they're going into the World Series now. I'm not sure. I lost track. Last time I saw the Astros were playing the A's. I don't know what happened after that. I don't know who won that series. I have to find out. I have to research. Do some researching. You search, but then you search again. So it's researching. Is that what it is? Is that where that word comes from? If you like what you see behind me, I got these paintings. I like to paint. I paint on Saturdays. I do a live painting show on Saturday. And I am going to paint the Flash this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. Painting the Flash, I'm going to use a lot of red. I'll probably do a blue background. I have some paint ready to go. Sweet. I got a blue background ready to go. I got some red paint. I got this paint called cadmium. Cadmium red, cadmium yellow. And I learned that I always knew it, but I always forgot. I always knew cadmium was the one you had to have in your paint palette. But I always forgot which one was the opaque one. And it's cadmium hue, pure hue. So it's really cool. It's really cool, thick paint, and it covers everything. And it's kind of awesome. Let's see what you guys are saying now. My cousin Jenny's here. Thank you for making work tolerable. Keep the episodes coming. Thank you, Jenny. I hope work doesn't wear you down too much. I hope that work is tolerable. I haven't left my house in years, so this is what I do, and I appreciate, and I'm very thankful and grateful. But for those of you who have to leave the house and go trudge through traffic to get to work, I admire you. Here's a swig for you working people. And working people make the world go round. They make life flourish. They make the progress. So it's up to you guys to keep it going. I'm just sitting there making things. So after you get off of work, you can go to the bookstore and maybe see my book on the shelf. And if you have children or yourself, because they're all age books, you could say, hey, I need that in my house. And then hopefully I'll give you a laugh, a chuckle, stuff like that. When I first met my wife, before she was my wife, she didn't used to be my wife. When we were just boyfriend, girlfriend, walking around, taking her places, you know, going out to eat with her, all these different things. I took her to a comic convention, her first Comic-Con with me. But I already had a table set up and everything. And I told her that I wanted to embrace her, let her know that what is going to happen. And I told her that people are going to come up to me and give me hugs, and they're going to want to meet me. But they know me, but not the way she knows me. I said, not the way you know me, my sweet, but the way that they know me through the comics. Like something along the way, somewhere along the way, they read a Patrick the Wolf Boy book, and it made them laugh, and it brought warm feelings to their heart, and maybe they called their mom afterwards. So whatever feeling I gave them in a comic book, whether they laughed, they cried, they screamed with joy, or they thought it was awesome, they're gonna come up to me and say how awesome I am. and I'm like, okay, I just have to. That's what's gonna happen. Not that I'm admitting that I'm awesome, but I'm admitting that they think I am. And so my wife says, no, that won't happen. And then the first convention, before I could get to my table, I was hugging several people before I even got to the table. So, and it's all people, it's always somebody I don't know. So I don't know. They're fans, which was really cool. And she's like, you're right. Your fans love you. And I'm like, yeah, they do. And I don't understand. It's because of what I do in the comics. Maybe it's me saying weird stuff, but it's always because of what I put in the book and what it meant to them when they read my comics and what it affected them emotionally. So I'm real grateful for all the people who stuck with me all these years and read all these books and look forward to the next one. But that was a real cool thing to tell my girlfriend at the time, then my fiance and my wife. But I only had to tell the girlfriend. She passed it on to the rest, you know? And so that was cool. And then she realized that that I'm more than, like, I'm the guy at home, the husband, the wife. I mean, not I'm the wife. I have a wife. But I'm the husband, the dad, the guy who gets the mail, the guy who throws the garbage out, the guy who used to change diapers. But then there's that other guy who goes to the conventions, who is known to the fans, super famous cartoonist, you know, that guy. So it's a different kind of duel, like Batman and Bruce Wayne, but the same. So that's why I don't know what made me talk about this, but it's kind of cool. Like, and so watching, that's what I was getting. It's all tied together. So watching BJ and Dirty Dragon and realizing he wears a blue suit and a derby hat. So I'm like, that's so cool that he can be that guy. He's BJ on the Dirty Dragon show. And I'm sure if you met him in real life, Bill Jackson, he probably would not be wearing that hat or the tie or the suit. He might be sitting on his front porch, you know, reading a newspaper. They used to have newspapers, you know. So if you catch me at my downtime, I might be out on my front porch sketching in my sketchbook. But I don't always wear the suit and tie. Sometimes I put the sweatpants back on and go outside with a hoodie or a robe. But I'm always the same guy. But it's kind of like a dual personality, kind of like I think it's not like that. Not like my brain is in dual personality mode. It's just that there's two worlds that separate. You know what I mean? It's like maybe because the working people, if you're a bank teller, you don't go home, and when you're home, you're still not a bank teller. I guess that's what it's like. I don't know. We'll edit all this out. This didn't make any sense. Just wait for the working man. Let's see what you guys are saying. Back. Oh, baseball. The Cheaters won. The Houston Astros, they beat the A's. The Cheaters, 2017, right? They should have gotten I think they should have gotten their World Series win taken away and not give it to the second place team. Maybe honorable mention, but nobody wins that win. Nobody wins that year. They take it away from the whole year. Like punishment, like when your kid acts up and you say you get a timeout, no dinner for anybody. That's what they should have did. They should have ruined it for everybody. They should have made an example. Should have took their win away, took the trophy back, fined them. And maybe they did fine the team, penalize them. But they should have gave the trophy back and had. Ooh, this is a good idea. They should have redo the playoffs, but one game at a time. But keep I think it was the Dodgers they played, right? Keep the Dodgers in their first place. But then the team that came in second behind the Dodgers and the team that came in after them, have them do a one-game playoff, and then the winner of that plays the Dodgers, and then they have like a 3-game series. That would have been the ultimate screw you guys in Houston. Not screw all of Houston. The cheaters. The Astro cheater team. Because I don't know if they're still the cheater team, but they still have some of the guys like Altuve and Springer. But I don't know if those guys cheated or was it just the managers and coaches. That would have been a cool idea. That's what I would have did if I was a baseball commissioner. I would have said, that's what we do. Take the second and third place team, one day playoff. The winner of that plays the Astros for a 3-game series. Or not the Astros, the Dodgers. Plays the Dodgers for a 3-game series. The winner of that wins a World Series. That would have been good. Sweet for baseball talk. See what else you got. The golf course is slow today. Oh, Jenny, you're on a golf course? I didn't know where you work. I don't know what you do, but if you're on a golf course, that's kind of cool. Well, is it rainy out there today? Well, it is a Friday. It's still morning. I'm sure that Saturdays are your booming days. But I don't know if rich guys work on Fridays. But I'm making judgments. But is golf a rich guy sport? I never golfed before. Maybe it's not a famous cartoonist guy sport. I don't do anything though. I don't play any sports. I go out for chicken and rib tips. That's what I do. Swing for golfing. Right now, my giant mug of coffee is the perfect temperature. It's very swallowable. Well, your son Johnny's here. What's up, Johnny? He's giving a shout out. Hey, he's saying hey. And Eric is here. Eric Hultgren, woohoo, Migo guy. He is here. Jenny's back. Anytime now, I'm waiting for the downpour. I'm a painter. Jenny does all kinds of things. She's a bank teller, a cashier, a golf caddy, and a painter. And she's doing all that in one place. I don't know about the cashier, bank teller. Usually when people tell me they're working, I always think retail store. I don't know what it is. I think retail, maybe because that's what I did, because that's what's open right now. I don't know. Retail stores are open all the time. You can go anywhere and there's still people working. The working man, the working woman, running the registers, cleaning the aisles. I always think of that when people say I have to work. Or Mario slinging tacos. Swig for the working man. Oh yeah, Jenny. Jenny just makes the place look good. I know. I like that. That's kind of like Will Smith does that. Will Smith does that, and Jack Nicholson as the Joker does that. They both say, I make this look good. And the Joker says, I didn't ask. Jack, you look good. I didn't ask. He should have asked her. She was a nice girl. I don't know why he had to wreck her face like that in that Batman movie. He sprayed her face, then he tried to spray Kim Basinger's face. What's wrong with that guy? He didn't like how his face looked, so he just tries to disgrace others. But he's a Joker. That's what he is. I have a Joker piece I'm working on. I did a Joker ink drawing. I'm going to show it to you. You want to see it? I'm going to show it to you. I'll be right back. Hello. I did a Joker ink drawing, and I wanted it to dry. I did this Joker drawing. I'm going to add some color to him. I'm going to color it real crazy with some crayons. I think some crayons, yeah. Brighten it up a bit. But this will be on eBay next. I'm going to sell this online. Hopefully you guys like it. And all the money I'm making from my online stuff, drawings and t-shirts and all of that stuff is all going to publish comics. I'm trying to raise money so I can print some comics, so I can have comics. Next time I go to a Comic-Con or convention and stuff like that, I will bring these comics with me that all of my earnings and hard work have paid off to print. So I'm working. Just wait for the worker, man. I'm working on trying to raise some capital, raise some funds, so I can print some comics, so I can put it into the electric milk business. Electric Milk Creations. That's my art studio. So this guy will be on eBay pretty soon. It's kind of cool. I put this board. I put this big board on an easel and just drew this standing up, because I drew a few other things. I had a few commissions I made that required me to draw them really loose and free flowing. So I put everything on an easel and I just went. I did it real cool and real quickly. But when I draw real quick and like loose, my stuff comes out better. It looks really cool that way. Jenny likes it. She's saying nice. And J Hood, creative. Artie needs to pay for some printed comics to sell to people. Yeah, I do. It's weird because I need to raise money to print some comics so I can sell them to you, so I could put the money back so I could print another one. Yeah, and it's weird. Like when you make a comic book, I'm only gonna print maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 copies, because when I print 2,000 copies, I get like 13 cases. The last time I printed a book, I got 13 cases of comics, and in each case is 250 comics. So what is that? 4, 8? Yeah, I must have printed 3,000. No, it was 2,000. It was a real thick book. Yeah. It was a 48-page book. That's why they're bigger cases. But I had 13 cases of books in my house, so I can't really do more than 2,000, because if I did 3,000, I wouldn't have space. So what happens is I consolidate all the boxes and stack them up, and they're just one tall tower in my house. So my corridor floor from Bora Bora is just a tower. I have one long tower, and I put it in nice boxes so it doesn't lean and sway, but it stays in here. So, but what I'm doing is I give a case to each store. So out of the 13, now I'm down to 10 cases. So there's one case goes to Skokie, one case of books goes to Muncie, and then one case of books goes to Harrison, New York, for our Oh Yeah Comics needs for our fans. So the books I'm printing will be exclusive to me, and they'll have my Oh Yeah Comics logo and my Electric Milk logo on there together, hugging. They merge together as one. Well, they've always been. It's just me. So, Oh Yeah Comics is me and my partners. Electric Milk is me, and I'm putting them together. And the comics I'm making, you can only get through me or my website, or like if you meet me at a convention or our 3 stores. So it's not going to be out there in public, well, in mass distributed. It's going to be in ours. So we're going to have them from Chicago to New York and everywhere in between. So that'll be real fun. I'm looking forward to that. And all I need to do is finish like 3 pages for issue 13 of Oh Yeah Comics. And I got like 7 pages. I got 7. These 4. I got 7 pages for issue 14. And that's it. I'm doing all that. That's real fun, man. I can't wait to do more things. Just wait for Mega Comics. So hopefully that Joker will go up today. It'll go up today. And I found out too, I'm learning a lot of things as I go. I always had this potential of this internet stuff, of the high technology that we are all embracing in our life these days. I always had these potential. But I've always been so busy with my drawing comics that I didn't really think. It wasn't even a thought in my head to try to make all these other things work for me. So I have eBay now, and of course my website. I always had a website, and I try to update it. I updated the links, but it's weird. It's cool, but it's a task, commitment to do all these things. But my I clean up a lot of my workload, which is really cool. I was at one point I was working on 7 books at one time. Now I'm down to like 3 or 4. And Big Alien Moon Crush, Drew and Jot #2, Gilbert #4, 2 Super Pets. That's 5. 5 books. Those are the books that have deadlines. And then I got all these other books. Abraham Lincoln, Webster, Hero Man, all these other books I want to work on. Oh yeah, comics. So I'm back up to working on like 8, 9, 10 books, but there's not as much demand, pressing time with lots of my deadlines now because of these trying times. These trying times have gave me a few months on each deadline, which is kind of cool. So I'm really trying to finish up Big Alien Moon Crush. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Swig for making comics. Well, that was a big swig. That was a good swig. You guys want to see some drawing? I think I'm going to do some drawing. I don't think I am going to. I know I'm going to. Now it's the segment of Famous Cartoonist Says Things where it becomes Famous Cartoonist Draws Things. Here we go. Oh, yeah, man. We're here together, me and you guys. This is a page from Big Alien Moon Crush, page 50. It's an 80-page book, and it's coming out with Action Lab. And I believe it's coming out in 2021 summertime. It has been set back and canceled and moved around and switched over and all that stuff throughout these trying times, and because I fell a little bit behind, so it's big possibility that it's my fault. But we're gonna finish this page. All I need to do is finish this little area here and make the imaginary panels. So I'm gonna draw her back here. This is Vera, and her dad just yelled at her for consorting and consoling and pining for the enemy. So she loves him. She has a friend who she's in love with on the opposite side of this war. She's sad. Look at her. And he broke her musical heart. He broke it. The dad came in here and said, "You gotta stop listening to that loud music, that long hair music, that love music." She was trying to listen to Marvin Gaye, and he knew what she was up to. I can't play Marvin Gaye for you right now because I will get a copyright strike. But we can all imagine what his music sounds like. And that's what she's going through right now. The torment of heartbreak. The torment. The torment of heartbreak was never followed by a giggle or laugh. You know what I learned too? That a giggle is much more powerful than a laugh. Not only is it powerful, but it's personal. So if you can make someone giggle, that giggle is for you. And it usually follows with a giggle. A walk away giggle always follows with a look over the shoulder back at you kind of thing. Especially if you can make your significant other giggle at you. That's good. That's points right there. Not to be on a point schedule, because that's kind of weird. Point system? You know what I mean. You get credit. Just remember, I don't always speak the truth, but I speak my truth. It's what I know. So if you don't agree, that's okay. But I don't know anything else, so I say the things I know. Henceforth, the name of the show, Famous Cartoonist Says Things. But now we're at the Famous Cartoonist drawing segment. I used to have 2 shows. I used to do this at nighttime, and I still will. But now that I have this technology, I can do both shows, combine them, which is kind of fun. Plus, I like it because I get work done now. I get work done during my show. Normally, I would do a show, and then afterwards, go make a sandwich or something, and then I get to work. So I would have the first 3 or 4 hours of my day where I wouldn't get any work done. So now I'm combining them, see? And I'm drawing for you in a suit and tie. Just like they did in the old, whenever you see an old photo of the old Hanna-Barbera studios or Disney studios, they're always wearing suits and ties. And I always thought that was cool. But then I realized it could be because they did not have blue jeans. I don't know if blue jeans were invented back then, or was that the only type of clothes that people had? Like if you wore blue jeans, I guess you were considered like a cowboy, right? Like a rancher or farmer. They were like overalls. They were not made for business attire. I kind of like working with suit and tie. Suit and tie, cup of coffee. See, this panel right here is it's a flashback panel. It has the word bubble or the word thought balloon around it because it's a flashback. And a lot of the story in this comic is flashback, which is kind of cool. I like making stuff like when I draw comics, I like when they take place, some stuff in the past, some stuff in the future, and I like flash forwards, flashbacks, and eventually, kind of like, it's probably like Pulp Fiction where all this stuff takes place in different times, but it all fits at the end. I kind of like that. I like to show you an element in the beginning of the comic. I was going to call it a movie. In the beginning of the comic, there's an element that actually teases the end. And that's what happens in this comic. It's like the first story teases the ending. So in this one's really cool because the first part of the story is actually the beginning of the ending, and everything in between is it's like a flashback. It's like a flashback, and then it says, okay, let's see what's happening over here now, over here. But the very first scene is the opening scene of the end of the story. If that makes sense. It does make sense. I'm going to see what you guys are saying because I accidentally turned off the comments. I switched them off so I can't see. And that's not good. Let's see. Eric says, swig for Artie. Good, man. Thank you. Mario says, love the new intro. Thanks, man. I've been making stuff. Swig. And Kevin Bixby. Oh, yeah, famous cartoonist. What's the good word today? The word is good. The word is awesome. And the word is always, oh, yeah. I thought I was going to say the bird is the word. Not today. Bird is not the word today. Maybe Bert, not bird. Maybe Bert as in Tim Burton. Maybe. I've been watching lots of Planet of the Apes things. I went down the YouTube rabbit hole, as they say, in watching documentaries about the ape movies. It was cool. I enjoyed it. And it's cool because I could listen to it while I draw. And I wanted to do a drawing stream last night, but I just got away from me. And it's weird now that people in my house need me to do things. I can't always guarantee a nighttime show, so I have to get up and leave and go drive people. So what happens with today and this week? I tried to think of a good time to do this drawing show and the live show, and I thought noon would be cool because I wanted to go on last night and the night before, but I saw all my friends were on there, and I don't want to take away from their shows. Like Johnny and Franco were on there doing their Star Trek show, and then Jamar Nicholas was on there doing his coffee show. So I don't want to take away, you know. My time is at noon, and nobody seems to be here at noon. Maybe because people are working. You get the least audience, maybe. But it's okay. It goes up on YouTube when I'm done. So check this out. That's the whole panel. Now it's real clean. I get rid of all the lines. And I'm going to show you. This dad looking at her. She's weeping. He broke her heart. He literally and figuratively and emotionally and anything else that ends with Lee. He broke her heart. See? It's broken. But he's looking back because he feels bad about it. It wasn't the right thing to do, was it, grumpy old dad? And then he walks away and goes, nonsense. He's the enemy. And then she looks out to the stars. Just like Luke looked out to the setting suns, looking for hope. A glimmer of hope, if you will. And that's where we are right now in this story. But this is a flashback. Spoiler. It's not a spoiler because it already happened in the past. These are my layers. So when I get in there, I can delete the colors that I don't need. It's helpful. Save, swig. Yeah. Save swig, and I'm gonna export it to my big alien Moon Crush folder, and it's ready for color. That's how it works, folks. I got another page. Now this page is a current. This is not a flash forward, flashback. This is current time. So it will contain spoilers. Not too bad though. This guy just got pummeled. Rubble has fallen upon him. Not Barney rubble, just regular rubble. Regular rubble. And draw rocks. When we worked with, when me and Franco wrote Shazam, Billy Batson's Shazam, and we had Mike Norton with us drawing the artwork, it was real cool because when we would write a story, we would ask Mike Norton, hey man, what do you want to draw? And he said, I want to draw pyramids. I want to draw rubble. So that's when we we took the story to Egypt. And he fought mummies and pyramids and sand, and it was real cool. So that's kind of how we wrote with that guy. We wanted to know what he wanted to draw. And then we drew something that, or we wrote something that he would have fun drawing. I thought that was pretty cool. Working on that book was really fun. But it's so cool. Like, if you saw in my little trailer thing, I drew my sequence of career. If you notice, you see it starts out with all the characters running. It starts out with the Crybaby from my Crybaby adventures, and then it goes into Wolf Boy. It's kind of cool. I thought that was real fun. And at first, like when I first made that piece, it's called Chasing a Squirrel. When I first made that piece, it ended with Action Cat, because that's where I was at the moment, and it ended there. And then when I was making it for this trailer, I'm like, wait, I didn't end with Action Cat, because next became Itty Bitty Hellboy came shortly after Action Cat, almost incongruently with him. Incongruently, yeah, that's a word, right? Almost simultaneously, parallel to to Action Cat. And also, I was working on Superman Family Adventures right before Action Cat hit. So that was cool. And then Archie Comics fell into place somewhere over there. So it was pretty cool to make that little piece, because I was going down memory lane a little bit. I was going through my career, looking at it and trying to figure out which characters came next. I could have put the Itty Bitty Mask in there and a few other things, but I wanted to highlight the big ones, you know, because Archie was cool, because I did several Archie books, and I should be making some more soon. I hope so. That's what the plan was. I haven't heard from them. Perhaps I will, perhaps I won't. But in the meantime, I have to finish Big Alien Moon Crush, Drew and Jot number 2, Gilbert number 4, and all these other things. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. Crazy nuts. Usually people say things are crazy and they don't really mean it. They say, that's crazy. But it's really not crazy. Insanity, maybe? It's not crazy. It's awesome. I don't know what to do. Now I'm going to draw bricks. Oh, look at him. He's in rubble. That doesn't look good for our hero. Look at him. He's got rocks on him. I don't like this right here that I did. Let me erase it. I'm going to make rocks. I feel like I'm drawing the Thing right now, because he has rocks. I'm trying to channel my inner, not Kirby this time, I'm trying to channel Arthur Adams, because he's the guy who makes all these little details. But man, he's awesome. I met Arthur Adams one time, New York Comic Con. Every morning, Arthur Adams and Chris Claremont would meet for coffee at the end of my table, because my table was in a corner. It was in the middle of the aisle in the corner, right where all the artists would go from one side to the next to go behind my table. You know, it was real cool. And so Arthur Adams and Chris Claremont, both superstars of X-Men fame, they would meet at the edge of my table, on the corner of my table, to have their coffee every morning. And I would be at my table sitting there listening to them talk. And I kept thinking, man, this is cool. And there's no way I'm going to interrupt their conversation. So for 3 days, they met every day right there and just talked. and I thought it was fantastic. It was like seeing a behind the scenes creative kind of thing. But they weren't giving up secrets. They were just saying, "Hey, how's the wife? How's the kids? You know, how's your pets and all that kind of stuff." And it was like, you know, how'd you sleep? How was your nap? You know, just like stuff like that, like just chatting, and it was real cool. And then I found out that, then later, Franco and Scoot, they went wandering around, and Franco came back with this Art Adams book, like a sketchbook. And I thought, man, that was cool. And he said, he's right over there. I'm like, oh man, where is he? Because every morning he's been standing in front of me, and I was been afraid to talk to him. So I wanted to go meet him, and now I want to go to his table, because if I meet him at his table, he'll talk to me, you know, because that's the spot. He's ready. So he was at his table. So I went over there, and I brought some sketches, some famous cartoonists, some of these guys, some sketch cards. I brought some sketch cards with me, and my markers and crayons, and just in case, you know. So I went over there, and I waited in line. There was about 3 or 4 people ahead of me, and I'm watching this guy draw, and he's so amazing. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. He's got to be on my Mount Rushmore, Arthur Adams. And I went over there to watch him, and then I told him I'm a big fan. And I told him who I was. I said, my name's also Arthur. And he went, oh, what's your... And then he told my name's Baltazar. And he goes, wait, are you the Tiny Titans guy? I'm like, yes. And then he knocked on his table. And then I see a little kid come out under the table. And it was his daughter. She was under the table coloring. She was drawing. And he said, look who's here. This is Art Baltazar, the guy who draws your comics. And she went, oh, hi. You know, and then I drew. Luckily, I had the sketches. So I took the sketches, and I quickly drew a Robin and Wonder Girl and all these characters. And I gave them to her. And Arthur Adams and his daughter were so happy that he took one of his sketchbooks and autographed it, did a little doodle in there, and gave it to me. Like, whoa. So I was so happy, and I came back to the table with a big smile on my face. And the guy's like, wait, what happened? So I just met Arthur Adams, and I told him the story. And that was real cool. So that's my Arthur Adams story. And I'm so glad that I met him, but he knew me already. And that's such a big deal. Like, that's such a weird feeling, like when I go to these conventions and meet my heroes, and they already know who I am, or they heard of me of some way. But luckily, it's because his daughter knew me, and a lot of times that happens because my books. When you work at DC and Marvel and all these things, you get complimentary books in the mail. So they usually send you what they publish that month. So my books are always in the pile. So people who have children, their kids go through the book. They go through the box that they get, and then they grab my book. And that's how a lot of the creators find out about me, because it's the book their kids are grabbing, which is kind of fun. I'll take it every day. I'll take that every day, even on Wednesdays, even on Sunday, even today. Today is Famous Cartoonist Friday. You didn't know that. It's official. Today's Famous Cartoonist Friday. I want you guys to put that on Facebook. Let's get it trending. Famous Cartoonist Friday. And we're halfway through the day, so it's still a good start. Ah, yeah. Coffee is excellent. Famous Cartoonist Friday. We're going to get that trending. We're going to do that every week. It's like Throwback Thursday. We're going to do Famous Cartoonist Friday. Because of the F's, the f. Is that onomatopoeia? Or alliteration? What is that? Onomatopoeia is when it sounds like crash, bang, like that, right? I know Kevin Smith made a character called Onomatopoeia. And man, I thought that was such a cool idea. And I wish I did that. But I do have a character called double entendre. And I have a character named Blank Avatar. And Blank Avatar is kind of like a, it kind of looks like Mr. A from Ditko, or the Spirit or the Shadow. He looks like one of those guys. I'm looking forward to him. I'll probably put him in Powers in Action. Blank Avatar, he's a guy who has a suit, but he wears a white suit, and he has a white hat, and he wears a white mask like Rorschach, but it's just white. But he has a black t-shirt on with the Blank Avatar symbol on his t-shirt, and he looks really cool. And I got him so far I got him with sneakers, like black shoes, so it could balance, and a black band on the hat. But I thought that would be cool because I'm thinking about that would be such a simple cosplay. And then if I make that icon, the Blank Avatar logo, and put it on a t-shirt on Threadless, maybe people could start dressing like that. That would be really fun. It's got like a jean jacket, like not a white suit coat, but more like a white jean jacket. His name is Blank Avatar, and he fights onomatopoeia. No, not onomatopoeia. Double entendre. I think double entendre might be a female adversary. Not only that, but there are two of them. Double entendre and her sister. That's what I'm thinking. What do you guys think of that? Is that cool? Or are you guys just being absorbed into my sweet voice, sweet music, and charming video of me drawing? That's a little guy, Nix. He's in a pile of rubble. Mike Norton would be very proud, and so would Arthur Adams. Good job with the rubble, man. But Art Adams would still be drawing this for another 6 hours because he does that. He does so many details. But I'm going to add some more rocks because it does look a little sparse, a little blank. But when I color, I add a lot of textures because I make some effects, color effects and textures and noise, they call it. I add noise to a lot of my backgrounds. And that's just mostly to offset the background and make the characters pop, because I color in solid colors because that's what Hanna-Barbera did. I'd love to do it like Hanna-Barbera, like their colors, backgrounds were always like watercolor paintings. So I kind of really like that. I like the way that looks. And I've always had that in mind when I draw. So Hanna-Barbera is always here channeling me. They're coming to visit me. And I haven't smelled a cigar smoke in a while. That would be Jack. He said, I'm okay. All right, you got this, kid. And he left. He's always here when I was drawing Darkseid and stuff. Superpowers would smell like cigar smoke in my art studio. And I would pray to him on Twitter. Pray to the king, Jack Kirby. I pray to baby Jesus, but then he would call. He goes, hold on. I hear you, Artie, but hold on a minute. And they come and get Jack, and he goes, what do you need, kid? Okay, I'm here. It's true. That would really happen. There is Nix, N-I-X. Nix. He's underneath rubble. I'm going to add a few things up here. I don't know if I got hit with rocks and stuff like this, I'd be probably really hurt. When people throw pillows on me, I don't like it. I used to watch Dora the Explorer every day with kid blankets. I lay on the floor, but there were kids on me. And my kids are only 2 years apart. So I'd have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old on me. So I watched Dora the Explorer for 8 years straight. She's evergreen. If evergreen was evergreen or greener, it'd be Dora the Explorer. Hopefully I can leave these dots black when I color this, because it's going to be a pain to recolor them all. Look at that. Oh, it doesn't look good. Or it could be snow. What if this is snow instead of bricks? Okay, I'm going to move on to this one. I'm going to save it. Save in a swig. And look, you see these soft, rubbery arms are pulling out the our hero, Nick's. Sweet for drawing. Let's see what you guys are saying. Andrew Clark's here. I was going to Tashi Station to pick up some power converters. Yeah, that's true. I like the comments from YouTube. Here's Troy Younger's here. Art, I'm really enjoying. Famous Cartoonist says things. It's like studio mates getting together in the morning and talking about ideas and stuff. Yeah, man. Thank you, sir. It is really fun, and I find it helps me get my day going. And like anytime, sometimes you get, like I always say, you wake up and do things that make you happy, but sometimes you don't feel like it. Sometimes you want to be grumpy. But this famous Cartoonist says things actually forces you to do something positive, make yourself happy. I don't need to be angry. It puts me in a good mood immediately. It's so cool. Like, you know, like you wake up all groggy, you're like, oh, time to make the donuts. Well, when I wake up and I'm in bed, I'm like, oh man, it's already 9 o'clock, and I'm like, ooh, my video's on today. so it's kind of cool. I get excited when I know, oh, I gotta make a video. I get to make a video. It's kind of fun. So it's different. I never thought I'd be making videos every day. And the way this started was my mom gave me this camera, the camera I'm using right now, at Christmas time. I went over there, so last December, we're there for Christmas and stuff, and she just casually said, you want this? It was a little camera. She goes, I don't use it anymore. Like, okay. And then she used to use it for Skype, but now they have a camera on their thing, I guess. But she told me she doesn't use it. She probably doesn't use Skype anymore. I don't know. So I said, yeah, I'll take it. So I did. I brought it home, and it sat here for a little bit. And then one day I said, I'm going to try this. I'm going to plug it in. And I plugged it in, and it worked. And I know it's an older camera, so eventually I'm going to upgrade, try to get a better one. But this one seems to be working okay. And then I started making videos. I just started, the way I started was like I started talking to my friends, Zooming, and then I just started making videos, and it just happened to be during these trying times. And I didn't, like most people are doing these videos because of the trying times, and everything just started, and that's what people do, and social distancing and all that stuff. But when I tried it just because I wanted to try it, and it just happened to be during these trying times, which was cool because it worked out. So I was on the vibe where I'm doing something that's popular, and I didn't know it was popular. So it was okay. And so, so I started making these videos, and then I just started doing more of them and having fun with them. And then I said, I could do this all the time. And that's just how it started. We were kind of doing this. I was doing this with the Oh Yeah podcast, which we still do. But we used to record the Oh Yeah podcast and then play it back. But now we do live shows. We do live video shows. And that's just the result of these trying times. But that's where it started. I once I got the camera and we were able to do the live show, I was able to be involved with that. And that was really cool. So it kind of evolved. And then after doing that for a little while, and I realized my videos don't look like, they look like They don't look like they're clear. I don't know. I did okay. But then I realized my friends told me about this technology, the StreamYard. So I'm like, well, I'm going to try that. And then I did, and I really enjoy it. And I'm currently on a trial basis. I have 1080p Super HD. And this is the first video that has that. So hopefully the video quality today is very, very sharp and HD. So I have this for the next 7 days for free, unless I want to upgrade. So I might upgrade, but I'm going to see how this comes out. But I don't know if I need to. I don't know. We will see. But so far, I'm having a good time doing this kind of stuff. And I like it. It helps, like, it helps me get pages done. But it also helps me, it's almost like therapeutic. It's like I get to tell you things. I just get to talk. See, I always said BALTAZAR men and the ladies, I guess, I would say BALTAZAR blood. Never had a problem talking and filling space. There's never dead air. Even if we don't have anything to talk about, we're still talking. So we never really had a problem. We're never lost for words. We never have a problem not talking. So with these live streams, it's pretty cool because I like talking to people. I just like saying things, and I kind of spitball ideas at you sometimes, which is kind of cool. But what really helps is, like, after I do these my own little shows, and then I go on the live Oh Yeah podcast, I find myself listening more, and I'm not waiting to speak now. Now I just listen to what's going on. And now I'm just on there. I kind of like comic relief. I like making fun of stuff. I like making fun of Johnny. I like doing stuff, but everything I need to say, I kind of say it here. And the best thing about this is that no one interrupts me. And it's real different than even sitting at home with your family at the kitchen table. Everyone wants a chance to talk. So sometimes I say stuff and my thoughts don't get out there, or I got to repeat it 3 times for anyone for me to get an answer. Like, did you hear what I said? You know? So it's kind of fun. So now when I do a swig for the working man, like right now, swig for the working man, it counts. Swig with me if you have it. Julian Lopez is here. I see you. Try to get this line. Now the biggest challenge is, maybe not a challenge, because mostly I do this stuff for fun. I don't know how, I know that people make careers on YouTube videos. I'm not sure how that goes. I'm trying to crack that code, because we have videos on YouTube. We got an All Yeah Comics YouTube page, and a lot of our videos only get like 30 views. So I'm not sure how that stuff goes yet. I'm trying to figure it out. But I really like this Facebook. I really like Facebook because everyone on here who chimes in, I kind of know you or see you on Facebook. It's kind of fun. But I like YouTube too. I love seeing the YouTube comments. It's awesome. I never thought I'd be on YouTube as much as I am. But it's kind of cool. These trying times. Oh, look at him. She's rescuing Nyx. These pink, these large flipper-like phalanges. I like this. This is really cool. I am going to make another layer. Flipper-like phalanges. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It adds depth every time. Every time I add another layer behind it, kind of adds depth. Depth. That's always a word I couldn't spell. Depth. It doesn't sound like it's supposed to. It's not spelled the way it looks like. You know. See, I'm gonna put. See, he needs more rubble like this. Like that. See, he's in there. She's pulling him out. She's pulling him out of the depths. He's like, see, this means he's not dead. He's in pain, though. He just got smashed. The weird thing about this character, Nix, is that he looks different throughout the whole book. Because I keep changing him. Like, now his arm's thicker. He's still the same guy, though. I'm like, I don't even follow my own reference. But that's okay. When they make a cartoon of this, I'll send them the correct reference. If there'll be a cartoon, I don't know. I might have to do it myself, you know? Because I want people to make a cartoon, but sometimes you just got to do it yourself. Just put it out there. The only cartoons I did so far was I made those Super Pet books, or the Super Pet cartoons for Cartoon Network. They're on YouTube. There's a playlist on the All Yeah Comics YouTube channel with those videos. And there's also, if you watch or if you have that DC Comics app, the Super Pet cartoons are on there. It's kind of cool. It's like a streaming service, like DC Comics, but Netflix stuff. It's true. I'm telling you guys the truth again. Once again, the truth is being thrown at you. It's up to you to scoop it up. Embrace the truth. If you do not like the truth, you must create your own truth. That's how we win. You win by creating your own truth. Look at that. This is a good page. This might be my favorite page. It might be. There is another page I really like. I like the page when they're all fighting in war and stuff. I'm going to show you Nix really close. I'm going to read some comments. How about that? Julian Lopez says, oh yeah, man. Yeah, that's the most positive thing you could say is, oh yeah. Kevin Bixby says, if you want to crack the YouTube code, you need to do unboxings or tutorials that relate to the post-millennial generation. Yes, I've done an unboxing video about, I was opening Batman in Justice League Migos, and that's probably my number one hit. I got like 12,000 views or something. And I did another video for a gallery for Toy du Jour. That's like 300,000 views or something. It's real crazy. Maybe not, maybe that much, but I think it is that much. I forgot. But yeah, man, we'll see. I'm not too concerned. Not too concerned about cracking codes. I like doing what I do. We'll see. If it happens, it happens. Cartoon? I got a cartoon guy. Kevin Bixby is a cartoon guy and a puppet guy. Famous cartoonist draws things. Sweet. If you guys like this, should I do another page? I've been drawing for an hour. Normally, like I did a drawing show one time, it was 4 hours long. Let's see, I gotta save this, bring it in. This one's ready to be colored, man. Page 52, I'm so happy. I have less than 30 pages left. So there's 27 pages now, 28. I'm almost down to as many pages it takes to make a comic. It's 80-page one-shot. And see, they're escaping. Look, she rescues them. And then she takes them into the ship, where she's running away from the fire. And then she takes them into a ship. That cool? Let me see, I gotta figure this out. You see how it looks? I roughed it in. Let me see. You do some drawing here. There he is. So she's got his one hand. She's got his hand here. But then I don't want her to look like she's choking him. There you go. So this hand has to be over. There you go. This one should be floppy. There you go. I figured it out. It was looking weird, but now I want to do it. It was looking weird to me because it looked like she was hurting him. It didn't look like she's helping him. But now it's going to look good. Head's too big. See, like that. And then you guys are awesome. See, like that. See that? This one needs to be thicker. But that's the right way. See, like that. There we go. See, she's embracing her little fellow. And this arm should be, she's helping him. She's saying, hey, little buddy, I love you. I'll help you. Stand up. You got this. Come on, find the strength within. Find the strength within to escape this war-ridden area, this downtrodden place. Downtrodden? I hear things, but I'm saying things wrong, I think. See, if I put his foot like this, looks like he's walking. He's trying to. Yeah, look at, he needs help. Oh. Yeah, that's good. Oh, that line was not there. That was not necessary. Let's see. Today, my daughter is going to have a homecoming dance of some sort in a park. So that's what I have to do today. I might leave the famous cartoonist stuff on. Yeah, I'm going to stay dressed up today. Because normally after the video, I get a little more casual. Take the jacket off, loosen up the tie, hang the shirt back up, like Mr. Rogers does when he gets home. Takes the shoes off. That's usually what I do after I make a video. Because this is for you. I dress up for you guys. It's like when you watch Captain Kangaroo, he always has that red jacket on, that crazy haircut. Or BJ Thomas. BJ. I don't know why I call him Thomas. Because it was a Fraser Thomas. That's why. I called him that when I was a kid. When you watch BJ Dirty Dragon, he always has that blue derby on. Because that's what he's about. You don't see him with sweatpants and a t-shirt eating ice cream. Drinking coffee, maybe. That's okay. It's a persona, I tell you. Look at that, she's helping him. She looks kind of big, don't she? I'm going to leave it, though. Her size changes too throughout this comic, which is weird. That's okay though. I can always say that she has growing capabilities depending how she feels. If she feels taller, she will make herself taller. That's a good excuse, Baltazar. It's true. You notice something on her back. Spoiler. What is that? What is that on her back, you say? Something. And, believe it or not, but this has come before this whole Baby Yoda phenomenon. I wrote this in 2001. But now that having a baby in the adventure is the thing to do because of the Mandalorian, people may think that that's where I got this idea. But it is not. Actually, there is a story I did with the Crybaby Adventures back in 1994, maybe 95, 6, 7, where Crynobi has to go rescue the little baby, who later becomes his son, and the son becomes his son because he wished him to be. That's how the Crybabies work. If you wish for things, it will happen. You gotta wish, you gotta truly believe. So that was one of my first stories where he wore a backpack with a baby in it. So the Mandalorian's picking up on some cool vibes. The same vibes I was picking up on. Maybe it's that movie Lone Wolf and Cub. Maybe it has something to do with that. I wouldn't put it past you. Put it past them. Is that what they say? All these cliches. All these cliches. Cliche. Let's see. Look at that. It's a mystery. You can tell what this is, but it's still mystery, right? That's the point. I don't like it. Let's see. The eyes need to be bigger. Need to be rounder. That's why Baby Yoda works so well, because his eyes are real big. His eyes and his ears. That's why people love him. See, look at that. But actually, you should be looking down. Because these are highlights, but they're kind of like, they're highlights. They're highlights in the eyes, but they're still treated like eyeballs. They're not pupils, but they're treated as so. As such. Treated as such. They are highlights, reflections, if you will. I'm going to make this a little thicker. A little thicker. Oh yeah, there we go. She's helping. I think you guys are going to like this book. This is a really fun, unusual comic for these trying times, this day and age, because there's no words in it. Hopefully it'll translate to sales and bookstores and all that. but I never thought about it with words. I'm not sure what the industry will think of this, or bookstores. But I think it would be cool. It's my own vision. I really enjoy it. And it can't really be told with words, because if you put words in this book, they're just going to explain the obvious that's already happening. What you can see. You can say, I'm going to drink this cup of coffee. I'm drinking it. Oh, it tastes good. Let me see what you guys are saying. You guys are saying a lot of things. Should I go back to full screen? Should I keep drawing? I don't know. Let's see what you guys are saying. Julian Lopez says, I love that scene. Thanks, Julian. Just wait for Julian. D. Brad says, oh, hey, I'm on break from teaching cartoon on Zoom. D. Brad's here. Good to see you, Brad. And he reveals things later today. Oh, I want to, but I'm going to be out. I have to go take girls to a park for some kind of homecoming dance or something. Some kind of thing has to happen. Let's see. B.J. Thomas is a singer. Oh, is that it? I knew B.J. Thomas was a name, but I don't know why I call this guy B. His name's Bill Jackson. Not Phil, Bill. William Jackson. And he's one of my favorite cartoonists of all time. Kevin Bixby saying, what's up, D. Brad? The Brad is up in the house. Julian says the Obi-Wan Kenobi series will start next year in March. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was coming on that soon. It's going to come on right after The Mandalorian Season 2 ends, right? That's really cool, man. D. Brad's been busy teaching cartooning and other art lessons. How about you, Bixby? Oh, yeah. I'm making friends. I'm reuniting cartoonists. Bringing them together. No words. I learned that, yeah, there's no words in the comic. I learned that you should be able to tell a comic story that doesn't depend on words. Yes. And you could tell a book with words with no illustrations. So both things have to be strong enough to hold the story on their own. Yes. And the weird thing is, like, when you tell a comic with no words, you still had to write the story. So it's kind of cool. Oh, yeah, man. He likes the idea with no words. That is awesome. I am here for you. This is me. Welcome to Cartoonist. Famous Cartoonist says things. You have been watching me. Last week, I went antiquing. I saw some cool stuff. I didn't buy any. I bought a few things. I bought some patches, stickers, but we were doing a Halloween thing. We were finding scarecrows, and we were finding pumpkins. It was an outdoor thing where you find locations of different scarecrows, but all the stores were open. It was really cool. But afterwards, we went. My wife found this app that has. It shows all of the scary houses that are showing all of the Halloween decorations outside. And I never saw this before. I didn't know that people went all crazy for Halloween decorations. It's always Christmas time where they do the Christmas decorations where they have Santa outside and he's laughing and he's moving. And then they have snowmen and kids joyously playing with their sleds. But we saw this house that had monsters, serial killers, skeletons, grim reapers, bloody kids, and it was all on their lawn, and it was so creepy and crazy. and they had videos in the windows of people trying to escape their house, and they had like Freddy and Jason up there slashing people in the windows, and they had the Bride of Frankenstein in the window, like real mannequins, real guys. But in the front of the lawn, they had this really spooky, creepy zombie girl lady who was screaming, and they had sound effects. Ah! She was screaming. Her head was all floppy. This thing was so creepy and scary, and we were we were actually afraid to get out of the van. So we got out of the van, and it took a little bit. My wife got out of the van first, and she went, and then eventually all of us got out of the van, and my daughter had a friend with her. And the weird thing is this zombie skeleton lady was screaming, but after she was done screaming and she calmed down, there was two kids in the lawn, like statues, like the twins from the Shining twins. But you heard there was a slight sound of kids playing, and that was the creepiest sound. Kids playing and laughing and saying weird stuff like, I think that's Freddy's coming for you, that song. They were doing that, like, but it was really fun. It was really cool to see Halloween lawn ornaments that were alive, that were crazy, that wanted to kill you. That it was a fun thing. I never thought they did that for Halloween. But after it took us a little while to get out of the van and look at this stuff, it's scary because stuff was popping out of boxes and stuff like that. And we all went back to the van, and my daughter said, Mom, are there any more? And so we Googled them, and she found a whole bunch of other houses in the area. And that was really cool. It was funny. It was funny because we were so scared to get out of the van, and then we ended up going to like 5 more houses who had decorations. It was just really cool. That's what I did on the weekend. That was Sunday, I think. So we saved the scary stuff for Sunday. Sweet. My cup of coffee is becoming Luke Skywalker warm. It's the same temperature as inside of a Tauntaun. Lukewarm. That was bad. Let's see what you guys are saying. Evan McGregor, aka Obi-Wan, announced it. Oh, Ewan McGregor. I was confused there a minute. Ewan McGregor announced it, huh? That's cool, man. I have to go back to class. Bye. See you later, D. Brad. I'm glad that you were able to chime in, tag in, and it's an honor to have you on the show. Ewan McGregor announced it. Oh, Ewan McGregor said it. That's cool, man. I really hope that this Obi-Wan show has links to Darth Maul and shows Anakin, like Hayden Christensen with the helmet coming off in the tank as Darth Vader, because it sounds like it might. That's the rumors. But if you watch the movies, Vader and Obi-Wan in the original movie, when he said, when last I faced you, I was but a learner, and now I'm the master. It could be where he faces him again, and he was a learner. I don't know. I hope they don't mess up the continuity, but I kind of hope they do, you know? And I hope they put Vader in there, maybe with, maybe they're force linked, like how Kylo and Baby Ray was. Sweet Baby Ray. I'm thinking of the barbecue sauce. Sweet Baby Ray. Yeah, I'm going to call her that now. Sweet Baby Ray and Kylo, how they were linked through the Force. What if Vader and Obi-Wan are like that? But I'm fan fictioning here. And usually when you do fan fiction, you go down a hole that disappoints you at the end. And that would be cool. But also the rumor I heard that they're going to show a little like 9-year-old Luke Skywalker. That would be cool to have a little kid as Luke with that crazy old man, Ben Kenobi. That would be cool too. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get a refill, and I'm going to drink some more coffee in a little bit. I might do another show later. I'm not sure, but I'm going to get some coffee. I'm going to finish some pages, and in about 2 hours, I have to go and drive kids around. My wife took my daughter dress shopping for the last 2 days. They were out there in the masses, shopping from door to door. They were out there in the masses, wearing their masks. Masks in the masses? So they went out there and shopped. So she's going to wear her dress today. And I'll make sure I take some pictures. I may not post them because, personal life and all that stuff. But they will be on my family video. I have a digital screen in my kitchen that shows photos of years past and celebrating and happy times. So that's cool. And speaking of masks, if you need a mask, you could go to my Threadless link. T-shirts, masks, capes, underwear, all that stuff's up there. No, there's no underwear. There's no capes in it. Masks and T-shirts. And you could get a mask with my face on there, or an Electric Milk logo, or one of your favorite characters. And follow links. Support Famous Cartoonist, because everything I make from the links up there is going to go to publishing some comics. And I'm going to do this again. Remember, folks, there's 3 things. There were 10 commandments from baby Jesus, but I'm only going to give you 3. Stop fighting. Stop crying. Be nice to each other. And that's all you need to do. And then when you wake up, do things that make you happy. That's it. And for now, I'm going to swig out to you guys. Thank you for joining me. I will do this again. And I will do a show tomorrow called Famous Cartoonist Paints Things. And I'm going to paint the Flash for all the world to see. And it's for a very special man named Mark Van Slyke. Thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. And I'm going to show you my end credits. I made end credits. So you will see that now, right after my swig. Be nice to each other, no fighting. Okay, bye-bye.